Kelvin, my friend. So, pretty brief check-in from you today. Hope you had a good Christmas. Also, hope you had a few moments to spare in your schedule to read that blog that I attached last week. Now, you didn't give much in the way of feedback on if you would like to try a system like that. So, we're just going to go ahead and do it, okay? You've got what looks like a couple of sessions here left in your current block of training, right? Looks like you've got your five singles, and then you've got your AMRAP test. And then it looks like you've got quite a few of your accessories that you need to get done, all right? So essentially, take the rest of this week to get that test done and your singles and any and all secondary work that you can get done, right? And then essentially, starting Monday of next week, let's try this new auto-regulated block, okay? So I've got 2 microcycles planned that you'll track here. And again, if you didn't read that blog that I included in that link last check-in, go read it, because what I'm about to tell you will make more sense if you go read that, okay? But essentially, my friend, this is the way the system works. You're going to do sets of your exercises to the rep target that I've got outlined until you can't anymore. It's really as easy as that. What load do you use? We don't know. You auto-regulate the load, okay? I would err on the side of heavier loads right now and pretty strict form so that you know exactly when it is that you either fail or have one left in the tank, okay? Which leads to my next point. How many sets are you going to do? Again, you don't know. You might fail on the second set. You might fail on the 5th set. We don't know, okay? But if all goes according to plan, you'll do 1 set to the rep target that I have outlined. You might do a 2nd set to the rep target that I've outlined. And then somewhere in either the 3rd or maybe the 4th set, you're not going to make it to the rep target. And you essentially stop at that point and move to the next exercise and start over again, okay? So again, go read that blog if you haven't already done so. Now, the way the spreadsheet works is that you only use 1 load. So do as many warm-up and acclimation sets as you need to without wearing yourself out, okay, until you find what you feel will be the best load. Again, err on the side of heavier loads and use fairly strict form. You're going to put that load that you decide in the load box, in the load cell, okay? Then you put your sets in each cell. You put your repetitions for each cell outlined as sets. Set 1, set 2, set 3, set 4. Now, if you were underestimating and you never make the fatigue stop RPE, you're going to stop at 5. You're never going to do more than 5 sets. Okay? So you're either going to do 1 set, 2 sets, 3 sets, 4 sets, or 5 sets. And it could be that all of those sets are to the rep target, okay? Or there's going to be all of the sets to the rep target except for 1 set where you didn't make it. When do you know to stop? That's the fatigue stop RPE. And I tried to make this super simple, Kelvin. You're either going to stop at a rep target of 9, which is basically 1 rep in reserve. You're done when you're sure you've only got 1 left, okay? Or you're going to stop at an RPE of 11, which means you failed. 0 left in the tank. You couldn't even get that last repetition without cheating. And that's why I want your form fairly strict, right? If your pull downs look like this, and then all of a sudden on that last repetition, you either A, went like this, you failed. Or you went like this, and you couldn't make it, you failed. You entered that number on the set that you failed on, whether it was the 2nd set or the 4th set, okay? So real quickly, let me show you the sheet here real briefly. Here's your exercises right here, okay? Here is your rep target. Here is your fatigue stop RPE. You put your load there. How many repetitions for the first set, how many repetitions for the second set, the third set, etc. This all auto-calculates. It auto-calculates your tonnage. It auto-calculates how many repetitions that you got. All right. My friend, I want to say that that is it. Get this going soon. Get this going Monday. Get this going Tuesday. You've got 6 sessions. They don't have to take a week. These are microcycles. It might take you 8 days to complete a microcycle. It might take you 10 days to complete a microcycle. But don't have it last longer than 12 days. And just like we were doing before, get all the work done before you go to the second microcycle. Okay? You'll probably have questions. Again, go read that blog before you go asking me any questions, because your questions may be answered right there in that blog. Okay? And if you have already read that blog, if you have questions, go reread it, because it's probably in there. Okay? And if nothing else, you're going to like it, and we're going to run with it for the entirety of your prep. Or you're not going to like it, and we're going to go back to what we were doing before. All right, buddy. Have fun with this. There's no right or wrong load to choose. Just make your best guess, okay? And then do sets to your rep target until you can't anymore. Either there's going to be one left in the tank when the exercises that I've outlined is a 9 RPE, or failure, okay? Where either A, you cheated, or B, you just didn't complete that repetition with as good a form as you were doing. And that's an 11, all right? Otherwise, just continue doing what you're doing. You're gaining a little bit of weight this week. I'm okay with it. It's the holidays after all. Shoot, it wouldn't bother me any if you just had a day where you didn't even track. You just ate like a regular person. You know what I mean? Eat breakfast and eat dinner, right? One day like that is not going to hurt us right now. And then we'll get more strict starting in the new year, okay? All right, buddy. Speaking of which, have a happy new year. I'll hear from you in a couple weeks. Bye-bye now.